Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Property Chat with Lucy. For anyone who is new on my channel, kindly consider subscribing. And for the returning subscribers, I want to say a big thank you for your support and love. Now, in today's episode, I want to give you some of the key tips of becoming a successful realtor. If you've not watched my previous episode, kindly consider watching it before proceeding on watching this episode. I'd like to take you through some of the key tips that have worked for me to become a successful realtor. Number one, find the best in the market. In my previous video, I'd mentioned I knew I wanted to work for the 3 best companies in the market, and that is how you plug yourself. Just volunteer for free, work for them so you understand the ropes. One thing I'm going to mention, in this case, you need to drop your ego because you're going to be told to do like really low level tasks, but if you're not ready to learn, that might discourage you. I'd mentioned I was actually told I was working 8 to 5. The sun was really hot for me, collecting comparables left, right, and center, but that didn't discourage me because I knew what I wanted. So find the best in the market and offer your services for free so that you may learn from them. Okay. Number 2, I would say once you do that, you get yourself a license. In the Kenyan market, you need to register with the Estate Agency Registration Board. If you're not familiar with the requirements, you can look out for that on their website. I will do a small video in a different episode on the key requirements that are needed or required of you to become a realtor. To become an estate agent, basically. So one is to, once you've plugged yourself with the best in the market, you need to get a license. Okay, once the license is done, you've done your interview and passed, then you're good. You've actually licensed to conduct any real estate transaction in the market. One thing I need to mention is that you don't need to have a degree in Kenya to become an estate agent, but that could be something good for you if you just enroll in like a real estate course of some sort or something, so you also understand the caliber of transactions you're going to encounter in the market. I always say it's always good to, once you get your license, plug yourself into a team. Look for a property firm, a valuation firm, a land selling firm, so you can work with them because there is that unifying factor that is going to help you build up your confidence. Because at the time, yes, you have the license, but you need to also learn from other people. It's the same way I had to go through the Lloyd Masika, Knight Franks for me to understand the ropes and basically just understanding how to also work with clients, because when you're alone, you really can't learn how to understand the sellers and the buyers at an equal measure, because you're a real estate agent or a realtor, you're in the middle handling both parties. So you need to understand the human capacity around it to understand these two people who are basically totally different, and you'll meet a lot of different characteristics of people or calibers, and in that case you're going to build up your resilience, your persistence in the real estate market, because it's not a rosy market as social media or these TV shows you watch. It doesn't really look, it's really tough, I can tell you. Now, once you're in that team, I would say now build your sphere of influence. Get to talk to your family, your schoolmates, your friends. Let them know that you're a real estate agent or you're a realtor, and basically just ask them if they're ready to buy or sell with you. You know, business starts from the inner circle, and the word of mouth will spread and people will know that actually so-and-so is a realtor. And by so doing, building up your sphere, that is where you start now building your network. So tip number 4, once you have started building your sphere of influence and your ball has started rolling, this time round you could be a bit confident to move forward. So at that point you want to move forward. This tip number 5, you need to be a keeper, a finder, and a doer. I'm going to take you through the 3 of them. 1, being a finder, put your CEO hat on board. Everything you do stands a lot and tells a lot about your brand and your reputation. So if I'm going to meet a client, the first 5 minutes matters a lot. It's your CEO hat that is going to make the deal or not for you on that day. So basically what I'm saying is dress the occasion. If you're going to make a deal with a potential client, or if you're selling a house, please make sure that your confidence level are at 110%. So that is a finder. You're the person in charge of finding clients to your brand. Now, being a keeper means, how do you keep your clients attached to your brand? Like, how do I become the go-to realtor for any person who has interacted with me? Now, I've always said the word of mouth is very powerful. So how you've interacted with your first-time clients, they can give you repeat business. But I also want to give you other ways of keeping business coming to your brand. You need to spend money. Plug yourself into listing platforms like Buy Rent Kenya, sponsor ads on your Instagram, on your Facebook, LinkedIn, and also look for a professional team to package your listings professionally, and basically start going out to networking events. Spend money to make money. Basically, that's what I'm trying to tell you. And number 3, being a doer is the operational side of being a real estate agent. You need to create time to meet buyers, to meet sellers. And I'll tell you one thing. Weekends could be like relaxing moments for everyone, but those are the times to go out there and network. And you need to create demand for yourself. If you have listings, call someone you think they can be able to buy this. Make time for them to go and show them these listings. And with that, you're actually able to create leads for your business. Tip number 6, follow up. You need to follow through and you need to follow back. Let me expound that. When I mean follow up, if you meet a client and you promise them, I'm going to send you this listing that I have. Please do it immediately. Don't wait, or be on top of your game to make things that, or rather push information to your potential people. Now, follow through is where you actually do what you've said you're going to do. If I've said, you're looking for a house in Runda, yeah? And I promise I'm going to look for a house for you in Runda. Please go out there, look for it. If you don't get it, get back to the client and tell them, I don't think we can get this house with this budget. It's the feedback mechanism that keeps your clients with you. That is very key. Now, follow back. You make friends with strangers in business. And follow back is where you grow that friendship beyond the transaction completion. So if you end up interacting, like real estate transactions are quite lengthy. It could be 9 months you're in talks with, 3 months you're in talks with the same client and the seller. At the end of the day, you'll actually find yourself building up a very professional relationship. It doesn't hurt you to wish them Merry Christmas, Happy birthday if you end up knowing their birthday. That's the extra mile you actually give them, a personal touch to your services, and that goes a very long way to your clients. Okay. Now, tip number 7. Real estate agents, you'll all bear me witness if you're a real estate agent out there. We are people's finder. And that is what I say. If you don't network, you don't have business in real estate. And you need to be a people's person to network. And for that, if you understand the art of making friends, the art of selling yourself out there, then you know, everywhere you go, as I've just mentioned, growing your sphere of influence, that is going to go a big mile for you to become very successful in real estate. And number 8, as I finish, practice makes perfect. Every single day, we're trying to make ourselves better. Enrolling in real estate trainings, real estate courses, you need to practice to perfect your skill because you want to be the best in the market. You need to perfect your art by practicing and actually acquiring new skills. I hope this has been very informative for anyone who is out there. If you're a realtor and you're looking for ways of how do I pull this through, how do I generate leads, kindly make sure you follow these tips because they've really worked for me and other agents that I interact with. And I hope this goes a long way for you. And I wish you all the best. If you're looking to join the real estate market, it's a very lucrative industry, but you need to put in the work. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video.